Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from 3D IP Animation Production. Here, want to present the final report of our project that we have been working on for this semester. Okay, in our project team, there are 12 members. The first one is Izhar Rahman as a team leader, and there's Sekar Arum, Novaliza, Zaki Naufal, Naufal Algani, Muhammad Ramadan, Muhammad Rafi, Adinda Mutiara, Ridho Alfarizi, Rahmat Dwi, Sylvia Tessa, and Dimas Didi Setiawan. And for the project manager for this project is Mr. Ahmad Saropi. Let's jump to the background of this project. The development of intellectual property in the field of animation is currently growing up quite rapidly. Let's call it Nusa and Rara or Upin Ipin. These are examples of intellectual property that have achieved success at this time. Seeing that Polibatam has previously made an intellectual animation entitled Fiducia, now Polibatam wants to create a new intellectual property animation in the form of an animated series with an endless number of episodes so that can be used as a continuous learning media. That's why this project was held. This project wants to make an animation for children because children have a lot of free time and often watch animation. We want to make we want to create animation for children that can educate and entertain them.
Based on one in 2015, animation is a sequence of arranged images that appear to be moving when displayed. As concluded by Bambi Bambang Gunawan in 2013, 3D animation is a method of animating an object in X, Y, and Z axis. This production of 3D animation was supported by Blender. Flavel 2010 described with various functions, Blender also supports 3D art such as modeling and the whole tools to make three-dimensional animation. In 2009, Aditya declared that there are three stages of making animation such as pre-production, production, and post-production. As we can see, the alternative model of animated short film for children has an advanced pipeline compared to the designing 3D animation remembering using the post-to-post method. The lack of animatic storyboard could be difficulties to found while doing the scene setup and layout in production step. The absence of visual effects and lighting could be also considered as remember animation's pipeline deficiencies since those have a crucial role in animation.
Title and format product. The title of the project is Boboiboy. For now, we are focusing on working on a pilot episode. So the duration of the pilot episode is around 4 until 6 minutes. If this project continues, the genre of this animation is preschool and there are 13 episodes in one series. In concept character, we have BB Bot, Ola, Bob, Badabu, Dundun, and Police Robot. And next we have concept vehicle, Onai or mobile house, fruit truck. And next we have environment concept, service building, energy storage, food factory, plastic factory, underground building, park, lift and terminal, and security post. Story and script writing. This story has a premise. The content of the premise are a toddler boy named Bibi playing in his room. Bibi want to take his milk, but suddenly the bottle milk falls and enters the magical portal. Bibi and his friends start an adventure in a future city. The story is an exciting adventure filled with positive values such as friendship, courage, and cooperation. The story also has a synopsis. The synopsis explains the summary of the BB Bot animation, and the script in the pilot episode of the BB Bot animation has a 14 scenes which tell the whole story of the BB Bot journey.
So the next result we have achieved is the storyboard. This time our storyboard team has completed the storyboard to the cleaning stage. We have successfully created 14 scenes in the story with the help and consideration of project manager.
As for 3D assets, we work on various buildings and properties that will be used in the main city called Robovio. Some of these buildings are either just park, factory, mall, or service center, or maybe just random building. All of this building will later insert into the layout, which will be done by the layout artist. The first one here is we got plantation. It is a building used by robot to grow various vegetables and fruits. It is similar to farm in our real world. The crops from the plantation will be sent to the food factory for processing. The food from the factory will be sent to the cloud too for inspecting.
Plastic factory. Plastic factory is a building used by robots to process or recycle various plastic waste from around the city into reusable plastic products. And there is information center. Information center is a special building that contains various information about the future where robots have begun to live like humans. The information center also contains various information about Robovio City. You could say that the information center is a library, but there is no books in it, replaced by various advanced technologies.
Mall is a shopping center building for various robot needs. The mall can also be a place of entertainment because it has various entertainment facilities. Parking lot is a building used has a parking area for robot vehicles. This parking area is shaped like a tall building with the aim of saving land. Of course, the parking system in it is very advanced with various tools and technology that make it easier for robots to park their vehicles. Bar is a building used by robots to store various hardware from all a system plantation. The bar is divided into two parts, namely the main board which store all the hardware from underground and the bar above column 1 which store all the hardware from the main board. Repair center is a building to use it repairing the max robot and vehicles. The repair center has 3 floors. The first floor used it for repairing vehicles, the second floor used it for repairing robots, and the third floor used it as an office.
3D asset, random buildings. Random buildings are intentionally designed structures meant to enhance the cityscape. Currently, their purpose remains undefined.
So, this is terminal and calculator. The terminal is the building where the portal calculator is located. You could say that the terminal is like a station before the robot can go up to the portal calculator. So this is a police station as a building used to monitor security at Bolivia, and this building is also used robot police station.
3D asset building. Underground building. Underground is a building that functions as a place for processing and final manufacturing such as plastic waste, food waste, and each other.
The mobile houses or ONI functions as both a home for the robots and as transport vehicles.
So this is a fruit tool. Fruit tools are specialist tools used by robots to transport various fruit crops from the plantation to the barn. This is a random car. Random car various visual design in preview.
The next is the variation of the 3D tree or plant asset in the RoboView world.
3D asset, property, we have make a table. There are 3 interesting decks designed in BB's room, namely the study decks, wardrobe decks, and nightstand.
Property toys. This is various toys designed in BB room. Asset property, baby bed. This is a 3D asset model of BB bed. Property hanger. Hanger are used as a place to put BB clothes in the room. The corner of the clothes hanger model are made balloon so they are friendly for children.
BB got so many toys, either scattered on the floor or being displayed on the shelves. Okay, after that we got a toy basket. There are 2 variations of it.
3D asset, property, we have make a conveyor. This conveyor is one part of the underground located on the second floor, which functions as a waste processing stream to be crushed and further processed for recycling.
3D asset environment BB room. For the design style that we use in this room is cartoon style, so every model have a really blunted edge, so it's safe for children and can read the target audience. Not only that, we also have many references from famous cartoons like from Pixar and Disney. 3D asset environment RoboVio. The main environment that we've been working on is RoboVio. RoboVio is a future city inhabited by robot. For the process of making this city layout is done by linking every building and model that have been made from our group member into one Blender file named RoboView. 3D asset environment RoboView Cloud 1. Cloud 1 is an area where robot can process all the crop from its plantation in ground into food. So in this area have a many food factory, and not only that, the factory also have a like entertainment place where there's have a mall, information center, and many more. 3D asset environment RoboView ground park is a park that located in ground. This is like a grand area where robot can relax their stress and also this place have many facilities that robot can use. 3D asset environment RoboView Cloud 1 Park. It is a park that located in Cloud 1. It is like a green area where robot can relax their stress. This area also have many facilities that can use by robot.
3D asset environment underground. Underground is a building that functions as both a disposal site and a waste management facility situated at the base of the RoboView. The underground consists of 3 floors. On the third floor, for sorting and approving waste step. On the second floor, for coping waste into small size. And on the first floor, for processing waste and recycling.
This texture, mostly used in the building design and flow calculator, the parameter that played a huge role in this texture is transmission. Here are several results for wood texture. Wave and voronal texture is the main things to achieve this texture. To have a futuristic impression, this texture will met with lowering the roughness value. In contrast of glossy texture, the rough texture were met by increasing the roughness value. Depending on its purpose, the arrangement of knots that form this texture in this section is generally different to each other.
The solid color textures consist of a single RGB value along with varying levels of material roughness or glossiness. Our hologram textures tries to mimic old display technology with a futuristic twist along with its own light emission. As for our metal textures, we try to mimic commonly found metals with sanded or brushed as its surface texture.
Okay, in the rig section, we utilize a rig add-on called Cloud Rig for both human and robot characters rig. Some features of our created rig include visual control, enabling us to modify facial expression of characters, and there's an IK and FK features for hand movement, and there's a feature that allowing texture change in the eye through bones. And lastly, an automatic wheel rotation feature when the robot moves.
After all assets are ready to use, we put them into one file, the character, the background, properties, and we give them camera, and we position them referencing to the animatic storyboard. Advanced 3D modeling, we apply these courses on almost every asset that we create. Then we have 3D animation advanced. We haven't started animating, but this is pretty useful. Rigging, we apply these courses on the character that we have already created. Then digital and simulation, we learn how to simulate clothes, how to scatter objects on a surface. Digital compositing, what we learn from this course is how to illuminate our scene before rendering. Animation production, it is useful when we compiling every file used in this project. English writing taught us how to write a good report and presentation. Last one here is K3. We learn how to work safely while working on this project.
My contribution to this project is conducting project consultation with the project manager, formatting and assigning job description to team members. I also creating concept and 3D models of the terminal ground floor escalator. I also developed the storyboards and provide rigging to the character model.
My contributions for this project are creating plantation area, barn and terminals, and came up with several options. I also participated creating texture, including the glass textures, wood texture, pattern texture, and so on.
My contribution is design a 3D concept of a mobile house, helping to create storyboards in thumbnails and rock sketch, creating animatic storyboard.
My name is Zaki. In this project, I've created blocking for underground layout, contributed in the storyboard making process, and responsible for creating scene layout.
My contribution is create a 3D tree and pole design concept, create a 3D lumbung design concept, create a 3D plastic factory design concept, create a 3D design concept for the information center, lastly, create a 3D park concept design.
For my contribution, I created the design and layout for the mobile house as well as the design and layout concept for the ground park, along with materials and texture for 3D models.
Here are my contribution in this project. The first one is I made concept design for food truck vehicle. The second one is I create storyboard from thumbnail, rogue to cleaning stage. And the third one is I create several options for the character color palette. And I also made a character eye texture.
My contribution during PBL is making 3D model representer, making 3D model fruit truck, making 3D model cars, making 3D model mall, and making a robot house settlement layout.
My contribution on this PBL is I create 3D design concept of parking lot, random building, information center, and barn, and I also create a 3D layout of park in Cloud 1. I also create a Roboview city layout and 3D design concept of BB rooms.
My contribution. First, create a 3D plantation design concept and create a 3D design concept and underground layout.
My name is Dimas Didi Setiawan. My contribution on this PBL are create a 3D random building design concept for the background part, create the entire 3D design concept and layout for the underground section, creating a 3D model of Venezuela for an underground elevator.
Here are the challenges and obstacles that we face. The first one is the concept that always changing, neither from the client or from the needs of the project. The second one is the lack of reference regarding the concept chosen, which is the future. The third one is the incapable skill of team member on the part that have never been studied in the institute. The fourth one is the device that is inadequate in the process of work. The fifth one is the constraint in discussion time due to the difference in class time of the member. The sixth one is the difference in class time between some students made it difficult to discuss or work together at the same time. And the last time is the limitation on working time. So here are the conclusions. Based on the report, it can be concluded that the implementation of this PBL is useful for expand student insight, experience, knowledge, and develop their skill to prepare themselves to be more competent and ready to face the world of the work. This activity also helps members to know the stage of work in animation production and to measure and understand the extent of their ability. And of course, this PBL will be the new face or icon of the animation study program at Polytechnic Negeri Batam, which can be widely known in wider community. So here are our suggestions that we have to our future project. The first one is the allocation of PBL team member is expected to be adjusted to the project work and course being taken by the student. And this way, the work done by the student is aligned with the course they are currently taking. The second one is the future PBL team member assignment should be coordinated with each student's schedule to avoid classing, scheduling, and ease coordination.
Okay, that concludes our presentation from our group. If there were any mistakes in our presentation, we apologize. And for the attention, thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.